Love and light, children of earth. Now, I had run a poll earlier asking y'all which country you think will win this trade war. And a lot of y'all answer, right, to the poll, but y'all didn't get it right, right? So let me make this video so I could clear a few things, right? The only true winner of this poll is the elites. You, my dear humans, you lose, and to make matters worse, they, the elites, will use this trade war to ignite a physical war. All of this is being done systematically to control and destroy you. And guess who's doing it? Yes, you guessed it. The ones at the top, the unseen ones, the aliens that you have not seen before. These politicians are merely puppets who take orders from these unseen ones. These unseen ones are Murdoch and his fallen angels, the 200 Igigi, that was captured by the Anunnaki Council while they were attempting to flee from Earth to another galaxy. They were brought back here to Earth to answer for their crimes committed against the Anunnaki Council. The crime were the destruction of the Earth power grid. The Egyptians' empire was far and wide, and where they were mining, there were civilizations. As a matter of fact, these civilizations were otherwise known as Tartarian civilization. This is what in modern time they try to cover up. So you do not know who started these civilizations, but it was actually the Tartarians, right? These civilizations were powered by the Earth power grid, put in place by the Anunnaki Council. They, the Anunnaki, harness free energy from the atmosphere to power the entire planet. And because of anger, jealousy, and hate, Murdoch and his followers, the Igigi, pulled the plug on Earth free energy, or their free energy source rather, which plunged the Earth into darkness and chaos. After such criminal acts of the fallen ones, they were captured and brought to Earth for justice. They were tried and told that they cannot leave Earth. A dome was then placed over the Earth so they could not leave. After which, the Anunnaki Council and the other alien races depart. Since the trial of Murdoch and the Igigi, humans were created approximately 3,400 years ago by Murdoch, aka Dr. Yakub. The human avatar were needed for the survival of the alien now find themselves trapped on Earth. These aliens were the Igigi. They needed a human avatar to survive here on Earth. So this is why Murdoch created mankind, right? Or human beings. Okay? He didn't just created humans for nothing, right? He definitely needed the avatar because the Igigi, they couldn't use the hybrid Anunnaki avatar, right? So he had to make an avatar fitting for them. This is how so many different races of humans came to be here on Earth, right? While testing for the perfect avatar, he ended up with a lot of other races, like I told you, color chart, right? He ended up with different races of humans, different colors, right, of humans, right? Yakub creation that had certain amount of melanin was disqualified and was sent out of his Garden of Eden to whichever part of the earth he seems fit, right? So when Yakub started his creation of humans, the ones that did not, he could not use them. He considered them to be rejects. So he sent them out the Garden of Eden. He kicked them out the Garden of Eden. If you notice, your Bible mentioned that Adam and Eve was kicked out. It was not just one or two person. It was human being he was referring to that was kicked out the Garden of Eden. Um, and when he kicked them out the Garden of Eden, there were other beings living out there. So they went and they intermingled with those other beings. Those other beings was the Tartarians, right? So they went and they mingle with them. They have kids with them. You understand? So I mean, white mingle with the Tartarians, the white ones that he created, or light-skinned ones. Um, they went out there and mingled with the Tartarians and end up with kids. So they have light-skinned kids. You understand? Humans, y'all gotta understand. It was two different creation that took place, right? The first one was with Enki and Enlil, which out of it came the hybrid Anunnaki, which was Adamu. Okay, that was the first man, not human or mankind, man. Okay, so the trick is, this is how they're tricking you, right? They never did tell you there were two different creation, right? And they never tell you about the two different Adams, right? You have Adamu and you have Black Adam. You understand? So, there's a lot of trickery that went on there, a lot of deception. But further down, I'll tell you more about this deception, right? I'm going to just complete this video so you have a bird's eye view into what Murdoch did, right? To usurp history, right? This is why all of you are so confused, right? Y'all don't know about the second Garden of Eden, which was actually in Ethiopia. This was where Murdoch, or aka Dr. Yakub, created all mankind. You understand? Our avatar is of Murdoch, aka Yakub, creation. And Yakub, aka Murdoch, is Satan. So Satan is the one who created our avatar. You understand? I know it's hard to believe. It's very hard to believe, but these are the things that took place. And they're trying to cover it up. But now everything is coming to light, people. Children of Earth, everything must come to light. Okay? So, Murdoch sent out the rejected ones, I call them, right? He sent them out his Garden of Eden to go out and multiply, right? Because he couldn't use them, right? And they sent them all over the world, as a matter of fact, right? Yakub experiment produces so many types of melanated people, right? till he got frustrated and angry and was full with hate for the melanated humans he were creating. Until this day, he is constantly reminded of the melanated humans' dominance, which holds the ancestral key to destroy him. Now, I know y'all may not understand that part, right? This is why black people is so hated, okay? And that is because our DNA holds information that that could destroy Murdoch, right? It's easy for us to go back to our dominance. Take for instance, I myself. It is easy for source to bring me back to hybrid Anunnaki. How would you put it? To a hybrid Anunnaki level in spirituality, right? And he has done so, right? And then another thing is all other races comes out of us. You understand? Each and every race that you see here comes out of us. It was not, as you can see, it was not easy for Murdoch to manipulate the DNA of the hybrid Anunnaki, right? He was disappointed several times. You understand? Because the thing is, no matter how we cut it, we are even stronger than he is. For hundreds of thousands of years, he's been trying to kill out the melanated people with no avail. He can't. You understand? So understand his frustration, right? We are more powerful than him and he knows it. Okay? Just like the hybrid Anunnaki. You understand? So much so that he had to interfere with our DNA to bring us to a level of submission. That's what he did. If he did not tamper with our DNA, right, we would have life, longevity, and so on and so forth, right? And he tampered with it, right? So look out for video 2, Children of Earth. I'll elaborate a little bit more about this. Love and light.